Hey everybody, what's going on?
Hey, we're back.
We are back.
It's been a few days.
Yeah, it's been a little bit, but
Yeah, because I took a trip to Ohio to visit family.
you went back to Ohio?
I did.
Was your city gone?
I didn't see anything gone, no.
Very good. I see what I did to Grandpa.
I do see this, Grandpa Joe's barn.
Well, yeah, I have it, so it's sticky.
Exactly. It's not just going to knock over again onto the floor.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Ohio is Ohio.
Ohio is Ohio.
It was good getting to see people I haven't gotten to see in actually, well, they're family members I haven't gotten to see in more than 7 years.
Wow.
Had old friends from high school I hadn't gotten to see in at least that long. So it's fun.
Amazing.
It was fun getting to catch up with people I hadn't seen in a long time.
I bet. That's always nice.
It is. And I was there for long enough to just be happy to come back home.
Yeah, it was last Thursday until
Monday. So it was a full 5 days. And 2 of those days including
not a full because it was
First
Thursday night you got.
Yeah. And it was Thursday night.
It was late, yeah. So then, so we had all of Friday, all of Saturday, all of Sunday.
Yes.
A little bit of Monday. So. But again, it's the quality, not the quantity.
Exactly. A good thing. So it's good getting to see everybody. And then it was the Pemberville Free Fair.
Yeah, I know that.
I know. Next year,
I love that thing.
I know you do. I know you're such a big fan.
I am.
It's a nice fair. If anybody listening to this hasn't heard of it before, look up Pemberville Free Fair. It's in Pemberville, Ohio. They have a website. If you look up Pemberville Free Fair, you will find it. It's the only fair in the state of Ohio that you don't have to pay to get in.
I thought it was in the country, no?
I don't know about the country. I'm honestly not sure. Tim is actually going to put up the link for the Pemberville Free Fair. I know that at the very least in the state of Ohio, it's the only free one.
All right, it's Pemberville, P-M as in mother.
Yeah.
B-E-R, Ville, V-I-L-L-E, fair, F-A-I-R.org. Yep. Pembervillefair.org. Pretty simple.
It's a nice fair.
If you can't spell it, you don't deserve to go be on the website anyway.
Well, I'm not even going to say that. If you can't
get to the website, take the mouse or the keyboard, smash it against your head because it's useless. But you got to obviously you got to our show, so don't slam it too hard.
It's true, exactly. Let's not have our audience.
Right. See, I get carried away.
Abuse themselves.
See, I get carried away in my.
In your rage.
Not in my rage.
In your general fury.
Nah, in my. I'm working on my new album, as I told you before the show started.
Yeah, tell us what your new album is.
Painting in the Hall?
Yeah, Painting the Hallway, I think it is.
What even brought that up?
Yeah, I had said that I was going to work in the office.
Oh, right.
But actually, the building is Painting the Hallway. The office I work out of. Well, I don't work usually out of the office. It's the office that I teach CPR through. But then on weekends, if I'm not teaching CPR, I'll go into the office and get a few hours in there. But the boss let me know, they're painting in the hallway, so the office will be closed. So Tim said, Painting in the Hallway, that's my next album.
I'm working on it.
They said it was going to be more of a whimsical album.
It's going to be whimsical.
Not so angry.
As usual, right. I think in my old age, I'm calming down. Plus, you're home now.
It's true.
So but again, that might wear off quick. It might just be a single. You remember the little 33s?
Little 33s?
The records? Not the 78s, not the big ones.
I honestly don't know.
It used to be just, oh my God. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Jeez. 33 inch. I think it was. All right, so there's the 3 sizes.
Okay.
It was the big one.
Yeah.
That one. And then the tiny one. This one usually
had 45?
Yeah. So I misspoke. The 45. It has one song on the back, which was usually the hit.
Okay.
And another one on the back that was another song. I mean, actually, a lot of songs, in my opinion, that were on the back that weren't supposed to be the hit were a lot better than the hit.
Really?
Yeah, because it was to me like, for some reason, the Jackson 5
Yeah.
Sticks out of my head.
I mean, Jackson 5 was the Jackson freaking 5.
Yeah, of me buying that, like saving my money to buy a Jackson 5. You know, one of those things. What are they, 45s?
Yeah, 45.
Yeah.
The smaller album.
Right, the smallest. Which it wasn't a full album because it was kind of like, well, let me hear a little bit of it. I don't know if I want to invest in the whole album.
You heard the Jackson 5 though. Did you invest in the whole album?
Of course.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was so much more money.
Jackson
and then
5. Yeah.
And then it was the Columbia Music Club.
Now, you told me about Columbia Music Club before. I think you told our audience, but we may have some new listeners. Explain the Columbia Music Club. Because I never did it because I always heard it was a ripoff.
It wasn't. Columbia. It wasn't. I mean, let me see. Columbia House. Is Columbia House still in business?
Oh, it says was.
Is it still in business?
It sounds past tense.
I don't know if it's the same though.
And Tim is on another tab right now looking it up.
You know, I don't know. I'll have to look more later. But basically, it came in like the Sunday paper.
Yeah.
And it was this little like pamphlet, and you went through all the albums that they had.
Yeah.
And you could pick 20 of them.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
And you tape a penny to the paper, you mail it in.
Okay.
Along, I think it was $5, a $5 check for postage.
Okay. To
send you those 20 albums or some shit. You'd get those 20 albums, but you'd only have to buy, I think it was like only like 3 at the regular price.
Okay.
So, I mean, the regular price, it was the regular price of a record.
The shipping,
now the shipping, once they pay for shipping, then it went up a little bit, but.
All right, Kurt, he just stepped away from the microwave, from the microphone. Tim was
like if you went to the store to buy that album, it would say cost $10. They would charge.
That's a good price too. Yeah.
Just I don't know what it was, but I'm just saying. For example, it'd be $10, but since you went through Columbia House, and to fulfill it would be like $15.
Okay.
So you'd be spending $5 more on 2 albums, but you got 20 more albums.
Okay.
And on the front.
So how did they make any money? How did that work?
I don't know. I think it was just a matter of quantity. The more they shipped out.
Yeah.
And the more press that they got. Remember, how can, when you see books that are printed, the first printing, and on the front cover, it says, blah, blah, bestseller. How the fuck do you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You haven't sold shit yet.
Yeah, because this is brand new.
Because
marketing.
Technically, not really.
Really?
Because if I write a book, and my father is well-to-do, or a friend of mine is well-to-do, and has an organization, say I'm friends with Melinda Gates.
Okay. Yeah.
And she buys 100,000 books of mine because she's so impressed. What's up, Edward? Because she's so impressed. So she buys 100,000 books, or whatever that number is, to make it a bestseller. Technically, it is.
Yeah.
And she gives it out at the places she speaks.
Yeah.
And people, kind of, that's nice that we got something, but no one's going to fucking read it. No one's going to give a shit. But technically, it was a bestseller. One person bought it, and they bought a shitload of it.
But still, they bought a lot. They spent a lot of money on
it.
Right.
So how come, again, on that front cover, I could understand it would be like Oprah's Book Club or something like that, because maybe it was pre-Oprah saw it and all that shit first.
Yeah.
But how do you know it was sold unless you actually fucking sold it before the printing? Exactly. Or had someone write the check and promise that they would pay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what does this have to do with Columbia Music?
Columbia House.
Columbia House, that's what it was called. So why did I heard it was a scam because it was, you would pay, you would do the penny, and then they would charge you more, like a lot more for it.
Well, no, for the shipping. They would charge you, like $5,
but that's not a lot more. I heard it was a lot. That doesn't sound like a scam.
No,
that just sounds like bad business.
No, it's like I said. If they gave me 20 albums and I liked them or whatever, I would tell my friends, and they would buy some.
Yeah.
So the more, like anything else, if you go to the car dealership, and you buy one car for say $50,000.
Okay, yeah.
You go in there and say you want to buy 20 cars. They're going to give you a deal. They're going to say, all right, we'll give you. So the more you buy, in gross, the cheaper it's going to be. So, Columbia needs to keep printing records.
Okay, so they were the ones printing the records.
Of course.
All right, I didn't know that.
So yeah, shopping out. This was done here in America. Motown.
Yeah. Okay,
Barry Gordy, man.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Motown. Yeah.
Motown.
The birthplace of Motown, right there.
Yeah. It was literally his house, man. It's just a little painted sign.
It's pretty cool.
It's amazing.
And that show that was here, Motown,
I didn't see it.
Was so good. It was very good. Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it was.
So what was the scam? Why did I keep hearing it was a scam?
I don't know. I heard it was a scam too, but I kept telling people I didn't get scammed.
All right.
What are they gonna do? Come to my fucking house?
Knock
on my door for their money? They didn't ask for my social security.
All right, there you go. That makes a difference.
It was a check.
They didn't ask for a bank account number either.
No, I sent them a check or a money order, whatever.
Yeah.
They sent me, the thing, and I bought what I had to, and it was a year or whatever. 2 years I had to buy some shit.
Yeah.
But after that, I think they soldier in for other people because I kept getting junk mail.
Okay, and you had to buy. You said 2 years, so you had to keep buying over and over again.
No. It was just I had to buy 2 more albums in 2 years.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
That's why I think everybody thought it was a scam because it really wasn't a big deal.
There you go. And plus, what you're describing, this just wouldn't work anymore because nobody listens to CDs anymore. Nobody listens to albums anymore.
I know some people listen to CDs.
Really?
Mm-hmm. In their cars.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I assumed that was over at this point.
Look, we have that thing. We don't need a fucking DVD or a
we don't.
Blu-ray, but my dad still has his VCR.
Oh, there you go.
He has his CDs that he's burned.
It's an older generation.
No, but it's really not. People got their fucking CDs that they've burned and want to go on their road trip.
Okay.
They don't want to hear commercials.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear me yapping. They want to burn all of Timmyboy's episodes uninterrupted.
Of course, no commercials on
No
those.
commercials.
For what it's worth, we'll put commercials in at some point.
I don't know what they do once we do it. They could fucking add commercials in. I don't know.
It's true they can. We have it set up so that they can. But if Podbean does add commercials, we have to get paid for it. And they can only add the type of commercials that we checked off we're willing to accept.
And we do the whole live commercials like Bob's Big Dick Warehouse.
It's true. We haven't heard from Bob in forever.
No, I was thinking about him.
Hope he's doing well.
The gently used section.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, he got to give him credit. He is a visionary of sorts.
Yeah, it's true. I agree.
Everybody laughed.
Yeah, including
Everybody
us.
in suffering laughed.
It's very funny.
But who's laughing now?
I think Bob.
Who's laughing and moaning?
You think? I can just hear him making a sound like that. Not that I want to hear that, but now
exactly. I don't want to hear that.
Now that you just did that, I can't unhear that. Oh wow, that is funny. Oh man. Oh God. Oh no.
Yeah. Do you think he's more a Trump guy or a Republican guy, a conservative guy, or a Biden guy?
From what I understand, he's an older Jewish man. He's definitely not a Trump guy.
Well, you know what? I can't speak for the man.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
We'll have him on.
We will. We'll have to reach out again.
Yeah, well, he listens. He has us running, in his establishment.
Yes.
So,
and I'm sure he appreciates us giving the shout out every now and then.
Of course, the freebies.
Yes. Wait, freebies?
Freebies, but we don't want any free product.
Yeah,
we don't want
no gently used section, please.
Right, well, we don't want because he, I don't really. He might try to package some things that are new that really aren't.
Oh yeah, you might be right on that.
It's just something sketchy. Pony rides for the kids on weekends.
Pony rides. I forgot that
Chuckles
was
the clown.
Yes. I forgot those were big too. Oh, if I remember right, you told me Chuckles the clown is not the
Yeah, anybody named Chuckles isn't so not Chuckles anything.
I'm thinking he doesn't chuckle much at all. I'm thinking more of a wicked cackle.
The only thing that chuckles on him is his ankle bracelet.
Oh man, I bet you're right.
If it's too far, I'll fucking
Let's start going off.
I'll start going off. You're out of your fucking territory. Come back a few feet.
Oh, that is so funny.
You're going too close to his school or whatever.
Oh man.
So my goodness. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hopefully he's still, on the planet.
Yeah, I hope so too. We'll have to reach out to him.
No, I mean Chuckles.
Oh, Chuckles? Yeah, I suppose so. The only thing is I'm wondering is if maybe the world is in a better place if Chuckles isn't around anymore.
Is it though?
This thing, well, I don't know. I never met the man.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Your kid's like, hey, look, forget about, it's in the back of this place. It's a strip mall. The kid doesn't know if it's, what store is representing this. But we'll get him on the pony. And Chuckles is guiding the little pony by the little strap. Dies and has a heart attack in front of the kid.
Yeah, that would be.
It's nothing funny about that. Well, for me,
I was gonna say, it's not funny. Then why are we laughing?
Sick fucker.
Oh, so bad.
I would like to be the first to say, I would like to help deliver his eulogy.
Do you have his eulogy written?
Why? That's kind of morbid. See, I'm better at the moment.
You are. That's true. You are a master of improvisation. That's
so
for sure.
Once, God forbid, it happens, then
Well, we all go eventually, so it will happen. But just
I know. I'm just saying, if if I start writing it, then it's just weird. I think.
Okay, well then you don't have to write it. I'm not going to make you.
No, I know.
Nobody's going to make you.
Anyway. Huh. Yeah. Hopefully everything's good up and stuff for New York.
I agree. We have to at the very least reach out to Bob.
Yeah. We do. Yes.
And Tim is looking up something on another tab right now.
Yeah. But anyway, so what else you have to talk about?
Well, I think I got several things to talk about.
Oh, okay.
University of Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Engineers there created a baby turtle robot.
Okay.
Actually, it's adorable. I'm going to bring it up in just a moment. I've got my notes here on it. Now, this baby turtle robot they created to actually help guide baby turtles to the ocean from their nest. Statistics show that only around 1 in 1,000 survive the trek from the nest to the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's a very super long ways to get from the nest to the ocean, but baby turtles
I did my part.
You did? Exactly. I remember in Cancun several years ago. We both did our parts to help baby turtles get to the ocean. But yeah,
I fucking left everything in the middle of the day. Helped them little fuckers get out to the ocean so that fucking seagulls didn't get them.
Exactly. That's the whole thing because, baby turtles are prey, and seagulls eat them. So for the most part, birds will swoop down and get, again, 909 out of 1,000. Only one of those 1,000 is shown to make it to the ocean. At this point in time, 6 out of 7 sea turtle species are currently considered threatened or endangered. Now,
Raccoon.
Rocky Raccoon joining us. Good to see you again. But yeah, I'm seeing this. Now there is this baby sea turtle robot actually was helped out, or the robots were helped out, and Notre Dame was helped out by non-profit sea turtle organization Sea Turtles. Sea as in SEE, turtles. It lists the number of current threats facing the species, including getting entangled in fishing gear, illegal trade and consumption of eggs and meat, marine pollution, and global warming. Now, this baby turtle robot was inspired by multiple turtle species. Now, the baby turtle robot, I'm going to bring up the video in just a moment. It's very, very cute. Okay. Is oval-shaped framed, individually operated remote-controlled flippers, and a multi-sensor device, battery, as well as an onboard control unit. But it's very cool how they, basically the engineers are able to operate this. Here, I'm going to show you just a moment. And then we can actually bring up the link for it. Okay, baby turtle robot. I'm looking it up on my phone right now.
Okay.
This here we go. It's coming up. Just a second. But yeah, how this baby turtle robot, it's designed to mimic the gate. Well, here's what it looks like for one.
Okay.
And all of those flippers there are individually operated. That way they can get it to move whatever direction it needs to go to get this out to the sea. Okay.
You just follow it.
And for the most part, yeah, baby sea turtles will follow it. Yeah. Because it looks like them. Here we go. It's coming up.
With the shape. Wow.
How cute is that?
It is. It really does look like one of them.
Yeah. Tim is looking at the video right now.
Yeah, because we've seen them.
Yeah, we've seen them. That baby turtle, a robot, moves just like real ones do.
But it's so cool because, like, when they actually do hit the water.
Yeah.
How, like, I get the feeling of the enormity of it. Yeah. Of, like, how once they hit the water, like, wow, there's a lot of fucking water.
Yeah.
Of, like, this is the big league. Like, I could go anywhere now that I've fucking got 20 feet in.
Yeah.
You know, and then you just watch them disappear in the water. I'm like, that's so cool.
Absolutely incredible.
Godspeed.
Wishing them well on their journeys.
Mm.
Okay. Now, the website you can go to is, just a second. We can type this in, but I'll tell you just a moment. Go to news.nd.edu/robotic-c-mimics-uniquely-adaptable-gate. I know that's a long website, but if you look up that website, you'll be able to watch this baby sea turtle robot move, just like real baby sea turtles do.
Mm.
That's pretty cool.
I think so. It is. But yeah, it looks just like it.
Yeah, it does. Moves just like real life baby sea turtles do. But yeah, pretty cool.
I think so.
All right. Now, this isn't good news, but and unrelated too. From what I've seen, at least 114 are now confirmed dead on Maui.
Yeah, that's something.
And 850 are still missing.
That's such a tragedy.
It is.
But yeah, that amazing house that nothing happened to it.
Yeah, Tim had showed me this yesterday.
Amazing.
There's this one, everything around it, you can see the picture, everything around it is just burned and destroyed. But this one house looks like nothing touched it. What the homeowner you had said had guessed, Rocky Raccoon says baby turtles get eaten by fish and dolphins all the time. It's a wonder any survived the first year, but thousands survived.
Yeah, well, and then too, like, because we went out the night before they were going to...
In Cancun?
Yeah. And the guy told everybody about 18 fucking times, you can take a picture, but just please don't flash, because it's going to blind them.
Yeah.
They need to see where they're going for the rest of their fucking lives. He said it a lot nicer than me.
Yeah.
And this silly bitch fucking took like 2 pictures. I'm like, what the? I basically...
With the flash. She did it with the flash.
I know, but like I was like, turn that fucking thing on before you go in the ocean or some shit. I got fucking nasty with her.
You did.
Because,
I mean, she was drunk.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, Rocky, we're not going to take calls right now. We'll hit you up in a few. Promise. Yeah, but that fucking, Yeah.
Yeah.
She's more important than, you don't belong here, honey. You don't.
It's like, just listen. He told you don't use flash on your phone, and she used her phone twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blinded that poor baby sea turtle, or blinded more than one baby sea turtle.
Hopefully not, but yeah. So.
Well, I think actually you had sent me this. This is another thing. Paleontologists from the Chinese Academy of Scientists.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like that.
Oh.
Is that what they sound like?
Oh.
That's what they sound like, Panda?
What did ancient Chinese scientists say?
Well, this doesn't say that they were ancient.
They said, Timmyboy don't listen too good, I'm sure.
I think you're probably right. I have a feeling they probably didn't say it like that, though. But no, the paleontologists from the Chinese Academy of Scientists, they were working with colleagues from Xi'an Jiangtong University, the University of York, the University of Chinese Academy of Sciences, and the National Research Center on Human Evolution. They found evidence of a previously unknown human lineage. As in, this is something, this is not Homo sapiens, these are not, I'm trying to remember, starts with a D. Denisovans? No, that's not what it is. There are several different, several different species, pre-humanity as we know it today.
Right.
This is a species that's not anything that's known, at least at this point in time yet, until it was discovered relatively recently. The group had analyzed the fossilized jawbone, partial skull, and some leg bones of a hominin dated around 300,000 years ago. They excavated a site in Hualongdong, and this is now in a part of East China. Now, they initially focused again on the jawbone, which exhibited some unique features: a triangular lower edge and a unique bend. Not usual jawbones like what we have in these day and age. Now, this jawbone resembled those of both modern humans and the late Pleistocene hominids. They also found that this ancient human did not have a chin, which is more likely closely related to an older species. So they're thinking this suggests some kind of hybrid of modern human and ancient hominid. Now, the rest of the bones in the face were similar to those in modern humans. Then was the case for the jawbone. But that's interesting. There's this one piece of basically the head, the bones, that's notably different.
Okay.
But I think that's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
No, very interesting. So we'll see what's found out about that.
Well, certainly will over time.
It's true.
Thank God, T.G. Joseph and Nene.
Thanks for joining us.
Or Nene.
Yeah, Nene or Nene?
Nene.
Could be either.
Nene is a great name. Oh, we're doing good. Thanks. Thank God. Oh, you know what? We're not going to take calls, but we'll take them in a few minutes. We just got to get through some stuff first.
We do.
And we'll talk to you and Rocky in a few minutes, okay? Give us like 10 minutes. But yeah, a few things I wanted to talk about was.
Oh, let's hear
it. There's the sheriff. I'll bring it up on my phone so I don't have to.
All right, let's hear it.
There's this tab. There was a sheriff. Let me see. I want to find out exactly where. I thought I wrote it down. I'm sure I did, but I don't know where. I have little squabble notes everywhere.
I know you have. Yeah, you have your notes everywhere. I'm not even judging it, but the question is, where is the note? Tim's looking it up right now.
Give me a second here.
While Tim is looking it up, I got another piece of news I'll mention while Tim is. Now, New Jersey Transit is actually holding a 2-day 40th anniversary celebration of the whole New Jersey agency's basically lifespan. It was created 40 years ago. This anniversary is going to take place on September 30th. It says it's going to be 2 days, so I'd imagine September 30th and October 1st. That's what I think it is, but I didn't see anything about day 2, so that must be what it is. But what they're doing is they have a train with historic cars on it that will be traveling from NYC to Central New Jersey and then back to Hoboken. Yeah, it has historic rail cars on this. And what it's gonna be is it's allowing to witness a recreation of the South Amboy engine change. Apparently, this is something that I was going to say ancient. It's not ancient. It's within 40 years. Mm-hmm. But apparently, this was the big thing of what it used to be that people used to witness, and also how conductors and people working the trains used to go through this with the engine change. So you can actually witness this. Mm-hmm. You buy tickets for this. I didn't see how specifically to buy tickets. If you look up New Jersey 40th anniversary celebration, you'll be able to find tickets for it, I'm sure. Yeah, sounds like fun. Let me see. I know it's here. Tim's still looking. I know. That's the thing with, like, if you don't catch it right away, it's fucking gone. Yeah. Because there's so much bullshit going on. Oh yeah, and there's lots of bullshit news on that too. Yeah, well, I like bullshit news. I know you do. I know. Because this is actually really funny. Oh, okay. I mean, it's kind of not, but it is. Only because it's Tweeneath, is that? What's that? Tweeneath? Or Tweenwa, looks like. Or Tweenwa. Let me see. I'll look up this way. All right. While Tim is looking it up, I'm going to bring up another piece of news. I don't know if anybody else saw this. I imagine somebody else did. But Meta, which is now the parent company of Facebook, they've started doxing news in Canada. As in, news companies, news channels cannot put anything on Facebook in Canada at all. Nothing's allowed. Now it's a line. Well, actually, what it is specifically with that, it's not allowed. They're saying that tech companies have to pay news organizations for hosting their content. Okay, I got it. Hey, what's up, Asif? Yeah, thanks for joining us. So for the most part, Facebook just says, no, we're not going to post anything. It's called the Online News Act. And again, this is Canadian. Now, News Media Canada, the Canadian Association of Broadcasters, and CBC Radio Canada said this is quote-unquote anti-competitive conduct and violates federal law. Now, something interesting about this is that satire is now being blocked too, because Meta cannot tell the difference between what's news and what's supposed to be comedy. Well, that'll figure itself out though, because just, as it gets smarter and whatnot. Yeah, I was going to say eventually. But saying Luke Gordon Field, he's the editor-in-chief of Beaverton. This is a Canadian comedy website. Said figuring out, quote unquote, how he can explain the concept of deadpan satire. It's basically it's an issue. It's the whole thing of learning how to do this. Yeah, I see a little bucket here. Want to shut that window? Yes, I do. Thank you. Explaining this to an algorithm, it's a struggle. Yeah, well, that'll once it gets fine-tuned down the road. Eventually, yeah. But yeah, I got 3 things on the plate to get off my chest. Okay, let's hear it. And here's one of them. Hold on. Oh, wait. I want to go here.
What am I doing? I don't know. Okay. This whole thing here.
You've got there somewhere, right?
I do.
Or if you don't have it, I got another piece of news I can do.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. I'm still typing it up.
Oh, let's hear it.
All right.
Let's hear it, baby.
Former Bleckley County Sheriff Christopher Cootie, as in I'm giving you the cooties, pleaded guilty in Cobb County State Court to a misdemeanor charge of sexual battery and was sentenced to a year on probation.
Wow. Probation?
Yeah. Well, what he did was he groped TV Judge Glenda Hatchett. You know Judge Hatchett? She's got that TV show.
Okay.
Judge Hatchett. You know?
I haven't seen it, but okay.
You're missing out. It's a good show.
All right.
But yeah, it's kind of like a Judge Judy, but she's a woman of color.
Okay.
So she's got, it's just basically a different take on it. But here's what it is. Let me see. Hatchett. Let's go. Pick it up. See?
Okay. Yeah, she's a woman of color.
Yeah. So he resigned after pleading guilty. At the Renaissance Atlanta Waverly Bar while attending the Georgia Sheriff's Association winter meeting on January 18th, 2022. According to an arrest warrant previously obtained by People, Hatchett was at the conference as a guest of former DeKalb County Sheriff Thomas Brown, who revealed Hatchett's story to WSB-TV in May of 2022. The incident took place as he introduced Hatchett to Cootie, Brown said. As I turned to my left to focus back on them, I saw his hand go down on my left breast, Brown told the outlet. I grabbed his arm, threw it off my chest, and basically said, "What the expletive think you're doing?" And that's basically where it ended. Cootie pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of sexual battery, was given 1 year probation and a $500 fine, sentenced to 400 hours community service, also sentenced to a psychosexual evaluation and alcohol and drug course. His lawyer, Joel Pugh, shared with the outlet has already been completed. People has reached out to Pugh's office for comment. He resigned as sheriff. He held the position since 2017. And to be clear, he says, I had no intent to touch Miss Hatchett inappropriately. Unfortunately, I acted in a careless manner, and for that I have taken full responsibility for my actions. The statement read in part, additionally, I resigned as the sheriff of Bleckley County effective 8 a.m. August 21st, 2023, and as such, hereby forfeited the pension. Wow, that is typically associated with that office. Wow.
Good.
Usually they keep the pensions.
Yeah.
So if you want to finish this.
On Monday, Hatchett also spoke out about the incident, telling reporters in a news conference shared by Fox 5 that she, quote-unquote, never expected to be left so, quote-unquote, deeply affected. Here's a quote by her, too. I had to file charges. There had to be accountability because the message needs to be clear that you cannot do this. How dare you do this? And if he does this to me after being introduced to him as Judge Hatchett, what else is happening?
What else has he done?
Yeah. How many other women has he done this to?
He's done it before.
Yeah. And he'll probably do it again.
Well,
how did he just get probation with this?
Because it was a misdemeanor. And it wasn't like he ripped her top off and threw her against the wall. He grabbed her breast. I know, but there is there is different levels of anything.
He didn't rape her. He didn't sexually assault her. But what he did is a certain level of sexual assault.
I agree, but in that county or whatever, apparently it is what it is. And I'm just kind of not impressed, but I think he knows that it could have been a lot worse because he pled to a misdemeanor and foregone a pension.
Yeah.
that's somebody who has a lot of fucking skeletons.
Yeah.
Because when you go to, again, it's like
how many times has he done this?
He said he didn't do it, but he kind of did.
We said he didn't mean to do it.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Look, but what part they left out about that?
What's that?
Because when I was helping him type up the thing.
You were helping him type something?
I was helping him type the apology letter.
Oh, you helped him type the apology letter.
Well, I didn't do all of it, but I helped him. Like
I don't know.
Of course.
Do tell me.
What do you think I'm doing? I got something to do.
I have no idea.
You know I'm a dramaturg. But, so, anyway. As I was helping him type it up.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to put something in like, well, in conclusion.
Yeah.
If she just wasn't so fucking hot.
Yeah.
This problem would have happened. And I'd said, well, look. You shouldn't sexualize, I think you should just leave it as is, but we're just going to leave that part out. I'm not even going to type it because God knows what's going to be left on the computer. Then they're going to come after you for that. You were wrong. You took the hit. You manned up. Now,
suck it up, buttercup.
You kind of don't go, you did good. But, leave your personal comments and what you feel. Obviously, you do feel.
Oh, wow.
With more than your heart, but your hands.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and another thing. Queen's Greatest Hits, that album?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm going to tell you. All right, which, this is like, I had that album.
Oh, yeah.
One of my exes stole it. Bitch.
Wait, who stole it?
I think it was Audrey.
Ah.
Anyway. It was this album here.
Okay.
See all the songs here. Now I'm here, play the game, Bohemian Rhapsody, Flash, No One Bites the Dust, You're My Best Friend, Fat Bottom Girls, We Are the Champions, and Killer Queen.
Uh-huh.
And She's a Rye, Somebody to Love, Save Me, Flash, Girl Fashion Love, Song, We Will Rock You, Don't Stop Me Now, West Coast, Killer Queen. I already said Killer Queen.
Yeah, and Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
That was the original. Do you know that when they start printing this out again, they're going to drop Fat Bottom Girls?
Oh, for the next album? The next time it comes out?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because I guess they're PC. They don't insult the Fat Bottom Girls. See, I think that's disrespectful.
How so?
Well, Fat Bottom Girls, big girls need love too.
Yeah, that's true. The whole thing, I'm not really getting the PC issue on this.
I don't get it either. I tried telling them that. I said, leave it alone.
Yeah, it's not insulting.
Yeah.
Anybody. At least I don't think it is.
Yeah. Chubby chicks try harder. I don't know if any of them actually,
Speaking of who's going to be canceled for PC.
I don't know if any of those guys actually have gone down that path.
I have no idea.
I suggest they try before they come out the gate swinging like that.
Well, they came out the gate swinging a long time ago on this, didn't they?
Well, what?
Like 40-some years ago?
What? Not with taking their songs off.
Oh, no, I'm saying with Fat Bottom Girls. Didn't that come out like 40-some years ago?
Yeah, but still, it's not like they're saying the N-word.
No.
And to where it was back then, it was okay to say, to some degree.
It was okay.
No, but I'm just saying, if it was 100 or so years ago, or whatever it was okay to say, you know what I mean? It's not like that, right? Because you go to Eddie Port's site, they have fat girls there too. Some guys are into fat women.
It's true.
Or I should say,
big girls. Big, beautiful.
Plus size girls.
Some big, beautiful women. Some.
Hogs.
Yeah. What?
PADGS?
PAD.
Fat girls.
I see. I never heard that before.
5.0.
Oh, I remember that now.
And he'd say PAWGS on patrolling and that big fat
ass white girl.
Right, and fat ass white girl.
And she was part of the joke too.
She was in on
it. It wasn't.
That's what she made her living.
Yeah, there you go.
Black guys love that.
Yeah,
and that's not racist to say.
Yeah, it's true. It's not always black guys. Sometimes guys like that. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, the majority of Latinos and African Americans do enjoy them.
You see, I'm not sure if it's the majority.
I'm sure.
Okay. Because I know I've been hit on by Latino men and black men too, and I don't have a big ass. I mean, I have a booty. I definitely do, but
I'm saying their preference is a. Why do you think all those Latino? A girl I know at work, she went to I think Costa Rica or Dominican Republic to get implants.
To get implants like
in her ass.
Really? Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Julian told me.
Okay.
She's like, yeah, she's been on for like 4 weeks. She came back. He goes, that ass wasn't like that when she left.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, I never. And
she got booty implants.
But I really, it looked the same to me. But I've never really looked at it like that.
So you didn't know.
I didn't have a baseline. Yeah. Like I didn't look at it like he did. Apparently.
Okay.
And he's a man of color.
Okay.
Proving my point. Just not fully, but that's just a little bit. And then another thing is from the Post, but is this great?
Let's hear it.
This picture here. I think this was in Arizona.
Yeah.
I think it says exclusive photos, and it has part of the border wall that's open. The top's completed.
Yeah.
But the bottom is fully open.
Yeah.
Right? And they show people with backpacks, running.
Yeah.
Not walking gingerly and, stopping to fucking talk. They're fucking, that kid is fucking, he's running. They're running.
They're trying to get in.
They're fucking running.
They're running from something.
As soon as they hit here, they're kind of slowing down because it's like, okay, the end of the fucking race. But the headline is, breezing through open floodgates at Arizona border allows thousands of migrants to walk into the country. Like, oh, you mean walking that fucking 800-mile walk with fucking 1,000 pounds on their back,
holding your kid,
screaming and crying,
trying to run from being murdered. Where you
murdered from fucking either the cartels or the fucking police.
Yeah,
or
tell me how you breathe. They just breeze in.
Hey, it's nothing.
Because clearly they were just wandering in. It was a nice, simple walk.
Gingerly, they stopped at Arby's on the way. Red Roof Inn. They left the light on for him.
Yeah, there you go.
Ted, what was that guy's name? Tom Bodette.
Is that what his name was?
Yeah, Tom Bodette. We'll leave the light on for you. Remember?
Oh man, no, I don't.
Yeah, I did that whole thing. I showed you that fucking.
I remember you. I forget you. I remember you showed me something. I just didn't remember it was "We'll leave the light on." I thought it was a different one.
That was their slogan. Like, hey, what's up? Whatever the fuck your name is. It was Tom Bodette. I'll leave the line on for you. It's Red Roof Inn. I don't think it was Red Roof Inn, but Motel 6.
I do remember this now. Yes.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, you did show me this.
Let me see. I'll find the old one. All right, here's Tom Bodette.
Kohl's has the best selection of clothes this season for back to school.
It's an advertisement. It's almost done.
Bitch.
Has never been cooler. And if being hip and trendy is wrong, I don't want to be right. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you. Book online at motel6.com.
See, I'm talking, this was like pre-internet. This guy was,
yeah.
You'd hear him on the radio.
Like, do you think was it the 70s? Was it the 60s?
Yeah, remember we said it was the 70s. Oh, yeah, you're 50 years. Garage.
Hi, Tom Bodette, thinking about life 50 years ago. The cars we drove, very cool. And the clothes we wore, not always cool. But I was mostly thinking about how Motel 6 began providing a comfortable room for the lowest price of any national chain. I'm glad that hasn't changed. But I am glad we got rid of polyester bell-bottoms, especially on men. Ugh. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6. 50 years and the light's still on.
That's a little bit different. But how was this one here? Look at this. Official sponsor of opening acts.
We'll leave the light on for opening acts. The ones who hit the road with a guitar and a dream and pile into a van that's about ready to give up.
See, that's the kind of like
bands like Action Adventure aren't on top of the marquee yet, but they stay upbeat. Playing a tiny basement just makes the crowd look bigger. And driving to a new city every night isn't too far to commute when it's your dream job, especially if you're making some stops along the way. seeing the sights, stopping in little towns that came out of a time machine. Sometimes it feels like an epic road trip with your best bud. And sometimes it feels like 5 guys stuck in a van, driving until Orrin has to stop for the bathroom again. Or Blake needs to find some Wi-Fi so he can check in with his 9 to 5. But truth be told, they don't mind a little struggle. The guys in the band know that if they play like there's a packed house, one day there will be. And when those crowds do get bigger, and that van retires to that big used car lot in the sky, they'll remember all the memories they made along the way. The stories, the shows, the selfies, the moments that feel like that crazy dream of theirs came true. Opening acts like Action Adventure and the fans that love them will always have an affordable place to stay at Motel 6, with beds a whole lot comfier than the van and hot showers just waiting to be sung in. Wherever the music takes you, there's Motel 6 along the way. Find a room at motel6.com, and we'll leave the light on for you.
Yeah.
Really cool, yeah.
That's a fun commercial.
Yeah. So I think that's it for me.
I think that's it for me too.
So
well, except one more thing I've got.
Where did Rocky go? Right, so we'll see if Rocky wants to call
okay.
Speaker.
We'll see what he says. But one thing, if I was going to say, we'll see if Rocky wants to call in. That's cool. But yeah, I was going to say, if we don't hear from him, that's okay. There's one more bit of news that I can do before we wrap up too. It's showing that cities showing that more than 13,000 rent-stabilized apartments have sat empty for the past 2 years.
Where's this?
Here, in New York City.
How many?
More than 13,000.
Where, Manhattan?
It's just saying in New York City.
Yeah.
Now, there's a housing shortage here. Homelessness is surging, and there are still record-breaking rents that keep the numbers keep going up. Now, this number 13,000 is, of course, up from 12,300 that were sitting empty in 2021. The whole argument. What's that?
So, what's up, Raw Tuna?
Hey, Raw Tuna. But yeah, there's the whole argument. It's the argument about how many of these apartments are being deliberately held offline or warehoused, as they're called frequently. It's because landlords are not required to say exactly why a unit is empty. And if they keep the units off the market, then they can keep it off the market long enough until they can raise the rents above what the rent stabilized rate is.
Right, if they stay empty for a
certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Because renters and their advocates have accused property owners of deliberately holding regulated apartments off the market to force changes to state laws that cap maximum rent and prohibit the regulations. Now, landlord groups are saying that owners have no choice but to hold apartments off the market to keep low-cost units empty because they can't earn enough rent to cover the needed repairs and renovations. HPD Assistant Commissioner Lucy Jaffe, and HPD is Housing Preservation and Development, says, a quote from her, we do not have we do not have a lot of low-cost vacant units. The dearth of units available for rent on any given day in our city is one of the main problems in our housing market. So it's the thing of why are all these apartments sitting empty when there are so many homeless people who could be living in them?
Right. Well, what I'd say is they should go back to what Billy's apartment is. If these landlords are crying the blues, let the fucking buildings be taken over by the city.
Yeah.
Move people in and give them mortgages on the apartments that suit their income, like 30% of their income. You pay X amount of dollars for 30 years, and it's yours. Yeah, but you still pay the association fee. Help pay, like the condo association. You know what I mean?
I don't. I was gonna say I haven't.
If you're in a condo, right, you pay. There's an association fee.
Okay.
Right. So if it needs new vinyl siding, or the windows go, or it needs new parking lot needs to be paved, or during the snowstorm, you got to pay a guy to fucking plow it. You got to pay a guy to cut the lawn. All that kind of maintenance stuff is included in that association fee.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, in the city, of course, it's going to be a different association fee because there's different problems.
Okay. Yeah.
So, But nonetheless, if landlords aren't making any money, that's my, you know what?
Surrender it.
Surrender it, and they'll give you a break and give it to people in need, but it's not free. They actually have to pay 30% of their income, and if not, there's going to be some problems. Even if they're working, they have to have some kind of income, and they actually have to have paid taxes, even if they have been paid in cash over the last 3 years, to show that they want to be a part of something.
Yeah.
Pay taxes in order to do that. So anyway, I've spoken.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
All right, that's it for us.
I think
we'll see you guys when?
I'm not sure. Maybe tomorrow?
Tomorrow or Thursday.
There you go. Sounds like a plan.
All right, later, guys.
All right, we'll catch you. Have a good night.